Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. We always talk about the lives of famous and powerful people, and today we've got a really interesting story for you. It's about Sheikh Hamdan and some big changes in his life. But first, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss any of our videos. We're going to take a close look at Sheikh Hamdan's life, especially after his divorce from his second wife, Hadia Zen. This happened because Sheikh Mohammed, a very important person in his life, made the decision. It's a big deal because it changed a lot of things in his family. So, let's get into this story together. We're going to find out about the secrets and the behind-the-scenes stuff in Sheikh Hamdan's life. It's going to be like we're exploring a hidden world of a very rich and powerful family. Let's get started and see what we can find out. Alright, let's talk about Sheikh Hamdan's family life. I want to bring you in on something interesting about royal families like his. In Dubai, the personal life and public role of a royal are really connected. When Sheikh Hamdan married Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani Al Maktoum in 2019, it wasn't just about them getting married, it was also about their families coming together. In royal families, marriage is about more than just love. It's about traditions and power joining together. We don't know a lot about Sheikh Hamdan's private life with his family because they keep it pretty private, but we do know that family is super important for someone like him. You might be thinking, how does he handle being a public figure and also take care of his family? That's a tough one, and we can only guess, but it's clear that being a royal means handling a lot of responsibilities, and balancing family life is a big part of it. As we look into Sheikh Hamdan's life, let's remember that there's more to being a royal than just the fancy title. They have their own personal stories, challenges, and relationships, just like anyone else. So, let's keep that in mind as we learn more about him. Let's talk about something you probably know a lot about: social media. I'm sure some of you have checked out Sheikh Hamdan's Instagram. It's full of cool stuff like his adventures, work, and sometimes bits of his personal life. But here's something to think about. Unlike other famous people who post a lot about their lives, Sheikh Hamdan is more private, especially about his family. This is pretty normal for royal families. They share some things but keep a lot of their personal life to themselves. For someone like Sheikh Hamdan with so many followers, every photo and caption is chosen for a reason. It's not just about what he shows us, but also what he doesn't. So, when you look at his posts, remember that each one is just a small part of a bigger story. It's interesting, right? How he shows us some things but keeps others hidden. As we learn more about Sheikh Hamdan, remember that his social media is just one part of who he is. It gives us a peek into his life, but there's a lot more going on that we don't see. Let's stay curious as we keep exploring his story. Let's pause for a second and talk about something a bit tricky in the lives of royal people like Sheikh Hamdan. It might seem like their lives are pretty simple and problem-free, but actually it's a lot more complicated. In royal families, the choices they make aren't just about them. They can affect their whole family, traditions, and sometimes even their country. We don't have exact details about Sheikh Hamdan's personal issues or big family decisions, but it's pretty common for royals to deal with this kind of stuff. Their choices can change a lot more than just their own lives. I want you to think about how tough it must be to make decisions when they impact so many people. It's a lot of pressure, right? When we look into the lives of royals like Sheikh Hamdan, remember that their decisions are part of something bigger. They're thinking about a lot of things we might not see. So, whenever you hear about a choice made by someone like Sheikh Hamdan, remember there's probably a lot more to it. It's a really interesting and complicated world. Let's keep learning about it with an open mind. Alright everyone, we're coming to the end of our video and I want to chat with you for a minute. We've just had a look at the life of Sheikh Hamdan, a mix of being a royal, following traditions, and being part of today's world. It's pretty different from most of our lives, and it's been great exploring it with you. Let's remember, Sheikh Hamdan isn't just a famous person. He's got a whole country looking up to him, and he's always in the public eye. But what we talked about today is just a small part of his whole story. His life is full of things we see, and lots more we don't. I hope this video made you think more about what goes on behind the scenes for people like Sheikh Hamdan. They've got really interesting lives, way beyond what we see in pictures and headlines. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so you won't miss our next videos. Keep asking questions and looking for answers. There's always more to learn. See you next time. Let's talk about Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai. He's known to many as Fazza on Instagram, where he shares his life stories. In this video, we're focusing on how he is as a dad and a son, especially around Father's Day. In the United Arab Emirates, Father's Day is celebrated on June 21st, just like in many other countries. It's a special day to appreciate dads. Sheikh Hamdan is not just a royal figure, he's also a family man. He often posts about his life with his wife, Sheikha bint Saeed, and their twins, Sheikh Rashid and Sheikha. He also shows the strong bond he has with his own dad, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who is a big leader in the UAE. Our video will give you a peek into Sheikh Hamdan's family life, showing how he enjoys being a father and the special moments he shares with his family. His transition into fatherhood began with his marriage to Sheikha bint Saeed in May 2019, marking a significant milestone in his personal life. The couple welcomed their twins, Sheikh Rashid and Sheikha, on May 20th, 2021, adding a new dimension to Sheikh Hamdan's life. The birth of the twins was a joyous occasion, not just for the family, but also for the people of the UAE, who closely follow the lives of their royal family. Sheikh Hamdan has since shared glimpses of his life as a father on his Instagram account, where he regularly updates his followers with heartwarming moments. From these posts, it is evident that Sheikh Hamdan deeply values the time spent with his children, cherishing each moment of their growth and development. One of the key aspects of Sheikh Hamdan's approach to fatherhood is his desire to share his passions with his children. This is most notable in his love for horses and the running of the Godolphin stables. He introduced Sheikh Rashid and Sheikha to this world, symbolizing a passing down of interests and traditions. The family's visit to the thoroughbred bay Colt Adayar at Newmarket, Suffolk, was a significant moment, blending the worlds of family and passion. Another highlight of Sheikh Hamdan's fatherhood journey is his effort to expose his children to diverse experiences. This was evident when he shared pictures of the family enjoying a day at the beach and exploring the Dubai Safari Park. These moments not only reflect the joys of fatherhood, but also Sheikh Hamdan's commitment to providing a well-rounded upbringing for his twins. Sheikh Hamdan often shares moments from his childhood on his Instagram account, which paint a picture of a close-knit relationship. These shared memories and photographs show a deep connection between the two, marked by mutual respect and admiration. The bond they share is not only personal, but also professional, as they work together in governing and representing Dubai. One significant aspect of their relationship is their shared interests and activities. For instance, Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikh Mohammed have been seen together on hunting trips, an activity that demonstrates their mutual love for nature and adventure. This shared interest has undoubtedly strengthened their bond, allowing them father-son time away from the demands of their public roles. Furthermore, Sheikh Hamdan's love for animals, especially dogs, is well documented, and this is a trait he seems to share with his father. A photograph from Sheikh Hamdan's childhood showing him with a furry friend reflects the early beginnings of this shared interest. Such moments are indicative of the values and interests passed down from father to son. Another poignant aspect of their relationship is Sheikh Hamdan's reverence for his grandfather, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the UAE's founding father. He often pays tribute to Sheikh Zayed alongside his father, showcasing a deep respect for his heritage and family legacy. This respect for their shared history further solidifies the bond between Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikh Mohammed. Sheikh Hamdan's relationship with his father, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is well documented and deeply revered. This bond is not just based on familial ties, but also on a shared commitment to their country's heritage and future. Photographs of Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikh Mohammed, whether on trips or in casual settings, depict a strong connection rooted in mutual respect and shared values. The birth of Sheikh Hamdan's twins, Sheikh Rashid and Sheikha in May 2021 added a new layer to the family dynamic, introducing Sheikh Mohammed to the role of a grandfather. Sheikh Hamdan has shared several heartwarming moments of Sheikh Mohammed with his grandchildren, capturing the joy and pride of the elder statesman. These images not only celebrate the family's milestones, but also offer a glimpse into their private lives, showcasing moments of tenderness and joy. In early 2023, the family welcomed another member, baby Mohammed, named Mohammed bin Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum. Sheikh Hamdan revealed this special occasion on his social media, sharing a touching moment of Sheikh Mohammed holding his newborn grandchild. This event marked another significant moment for the Al Maktoum family, strengthening the bond across generations. The Al Maktoum family also shares a love for the outdoors, an interest that Sheikh Hamdan often includes in his family time. He has shared moments of them together, enjoying nature and participating in outdoor activities. These shared experiences underscore the importance of family traditions and the passing down of passions and interests from one generation to the next. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. How many wives does the Crown Prince of Dubai have? Polygamy in Islamic culture. Polygamy, specifically polygyny, where a man is allowed to have multiple wives, is a practice rooted in Islamic culture and is addressed in Islamic religious texts. It is important to understand this practice within its cultural and religious context. Quranic basis. In Islam, the Quran provides the fundamental guidance on polygamy. The Quran, in Surah An-Nisa 4:3, states that a Muslim man may marry up to 4 women, but only under the condition that he can treat them all justly and equally. This scripture is often cited as the religious basis for polygamy in Islamic culture. Conditions and limitations. The practice comes with strict conditions. The Quran emphasizes justice and fairness among wives. If a man fears that he cannot deal justly with multiple wives, he is advised to marry only one. The stipulation of equal treatment is crucial and includes financial support, time, and emotional care. Historical context. Historically, polygamy was practiced in many cultures and was not unique to Islam. In the early Islamic era, polygamy was also a way to ensure the welfare of widows and orphans, especially after wars which left many without financial support. Modern interpretation and practice. The practice of polygamy varies greatly in the modern Muslim world. In some countries, it's relatively common, while in others, it's rare. Factors influencing this variation include local cultural practices, economic conditions, and the laws of the country. Some Islamic nations have additional legal requirements for a man to marry more than one wife, such as obtaining consent from a previous wife or demonstrating financial capability. Legal status in different countries. The legality of polygamy varies across Muslim-majority countries. Some, like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, allow it without significant restrictions, whereas others, like Tunisia and Turkey, have banned the practice. There are also countries where it's legally permitted but not widely practiced due to social changes and economic challenges. Social perspectives. Within the Muslim community, there are diverse opinions about polygamy. Some view it as a part of Islamic tradition that is still relevant, while others argue that it was context-specific and not intended as a general rule. There's also a growing debate about women's rights and gender equality in relation to polygamy. Global Muslim communities. In countries where Islam is not the majority religion, Muslim communities must navigate their religious practices with the laws of the land, which often do not permit polygamy. This has led to varied adaptations and interpretations of Islamic teachings on marriage in different cultural contexts. Sheikh Hamdan's marital status. Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, is a figure of significant public interest, and his personal life, particularly his marital status, often attracts attention. Here's what is known based on public information. Marriage announcement. Sheikh Hamdan, also popularly known by his poetic pseudonym Fazza, was reported to have been married in May 2019. His wedding was a private affair, and the details were not widely publicized. The marriage was part of a larger celebration that also included the weddings of his 2 brothers. Private ceremony. The wedding ceremony was private and traditional. As per Emirati culture and royal family customs, such events are often kept away from the public eye. The details about the ceremony, including the venue and the specifics of the event, were not extensively shared with the media or the public. Spouse's identity. Sheikh Hamdan married Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani Al Maktoum. Little is publicly known about Sheikha, as she, like many members of the royal families in the Gulf region, maintains a private life away from media spotlight, public appearances, and social media. Sheikh Hamdan is active on social media, particularly on platforms like Instagram, where he shares aspects of his public and adventurous life. However, he is known to keep his personal life, including his marital life, private. He rarely shares information or images related to his family or private affairs. Children. Sheikh Hamdan is known to have children. He announced the birth of his twins, a boy and a girl named Rashid and Sheikha, in May 2021. The announcement was made through his social media, where he shared a picture of the newborn's feet. More recently, in 2023, he announced the birth of another child. Lack of further details. Beyond these facts, there is limited information available to the public about Sheikh Hamdan's marital life. He has not disclosed more details about his family or his wife, adhering to the privacy norms typically observed by members of the Gulf royal families. Public curiosity and speculation. Due to his high-profile status and the private nature of his personal life, there is often public curiosity and speculation about Sheikh Hamdan's marital status and family life. However, in the absence of official information, these remain speculative. Royal privacy. The concept of privacy for members of royal families, including Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, is a significant aspect of their public life. Here are key points regarding royal privacy based on public information. Cultural norms and traditions. In many royal families, especially in the Gulf region, there is a strong cultural norm to keep personal and family matters private. This tradition is deeply rooted in respect for personal boundaries and the desire to maintain a distinction between public duties and private life. Media approach to royal families. The media often respects these boundaries, especially in regions where there is a close relationship between the state and the royal family. In the UAE, for instance, the media typically refrains from intruding into the personal lives of the royal family members unless information is officially released. Public appearances and communication. Members of royal families, including Sheikh Hamdan, often appear in public for official duties, state functions, and charity events. While they are visible in these public roles, they usually do not discuss their private lives in these settings. Their communication is often focused on their public roles and responsibilities. Social media presence. Many royals, like Sheikh Hamdan, use social media platforms to connect with the public. However, they generally use these platforms to highlight their work, cultural events, or personal interests rather than to share intimate details of their private lives. Sheikh Hamdan, for instance, is known for his Instagram posts showcasing his adventurous lifestyle and love for sports and nature. Respect for privacy. There is a general understanding and respect for the privacy of royal families among the public and the press. Intrusive speculation or reporting about their private lives is often viewed as disrespectful or in poor taste. Legal protections. In some countries, there are legal protections in place to safeguard the privacy of royal family members. These can include laws against paparazzi-style photography or reporting on private matters without consent. Global variations. The extent of privacy and how it is maintained varies globally among royal families. In some European monarchies, for example, there is a greater openness about personal lives, whereas in the Gulf monarchies, a higher level of privacy is maintained. Balancing act. Royals often balance their public and private roles. They participate in public engagements and use their status to promote charitable causes or cultural initiatives, while keeping their personal lives, including aspects like marriages and children, away from the public eye.